What it do, YouTube? It's your big boy, James G. And today, we're doing another episode of Cooking with G. I know I haven't done one of these since February, but that's because it didn't get many views and it's a lot of effort to film, but I'm gonna try it again. And today, I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to make mince and dumplings, a British classic, except I'm doing the gay version because I'm using Quorn. Why am I using Quorn? Because I'm not a big fan of like preparing meat, putting my hands on meat, and all that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And as I'm sure if you watched the other episodes, you'll be fully aware. We have a second camera experience here, so you'll be able to see all the nitty gritty details of what we're getting up to. Now, things you'll need before you get started, you'll need oil, some shit like this, oil, whatever kind of oil you choose. The video is not sponsored by Crisp and Dry, however, that is what I currently am in possession of. Obviously, I mean, you're a bit of an idiot if you didn't know this because it's kind of in the title. You need mince, some sort of dumpling mix because it's mince and dumplings, stock pot, gravy, herbs, and you'll need onions, but I don't like onions because onions stink. You fridge out, they stink. So I'm using leeks. And I'm using ready sliced stuff because food prep is the worst thing on the planet. It's a waste of time and you don't need to do it because you can buy all the stuff usually pre-prepped. At least that's my opinion. If you do food prep, I respect you, but for me, it's not a good use of my time and it makes me... Peeling potatoes is the most soul-crushing experience on the planet. So I choose to opt out of all that kind of bullshit. Now, the first thing we're gonna do, and I'm gonna hope I don't make any kind of mistakes here doing this with one hand, but yeah, we're gonna add our, actually, let's not advertise. We're gonna put in our generic oil that does not have a name on it at all. I probably used a bit too much there because I was doing it with one hand. I don't exactly have a delicate hand. Or maybe I used too little, I don't know. It depends on you as a person. I don't like using too much because I don't know, it just doesn't look good for you. Get it all mixed around in the bowl. Actually, I might add a bit more, just a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. So we have our oil added. And now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in 150 grams of leeks. But I ain't gonna weigh that out. There's 700 in this bag, which means I roughly need to put a quarter of the bag in. Now, obviously leeks, I'll probably break them up when they're unfrozen, because that's gonna be a bit weird having that kind of leek like that in a round piece. With your mince, it should be all separate. But it's frozen, so we can't really do much about that. I'm just gonna put the heat on a medium heat. A mid-medium heat, yeah, that makes sense. Just a 3 for now while we do. And in fact, I'm gonna put it a bit higher because that's frozen. So 150 grams of leeks, give or take. I don't know how much is in there in all honesty. That might not be enough, but that is the correct amount I've said there, but that might not be 150 grams in the pan right there. So next thing you do is add the mince to your currently frozen leeks. But guess what? The mince is frozen as well. And because it's Quorn, it actually kind of looks like a cereal that we're putting in. I'm not gonna lie, this does not look like mince I normally eat at all. Give your frozen synthesized meat a good old rub. Smells nice though. It doesn't smell like meat. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells quite nice. And just so you know, guys, I'm actually going off instructions for real mince. So A, this might not work, but B, if it doesn't work, it might work for you if you're using real mince and because you're not bothered about touching raw meat. Next point of call is to add an OXO cube, or in my case, a stock pot. Burst in with flavor, rich beef. I've chosen the beef flavor because mince is supposed to be beef. Now, I should point out when I'm doing these, for the purposes of comedy and shit, well, it's not really funny at all. This video is a joke. It's not. I wouldn't call it comedy. But anyway, this is my first time doing this meal, so I'm probably not actually the best person to tell you what to do. But I'm probably going to need 2 hands to put this stock pot in. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. So once you've added your stock pot, your mince and your leeks or onion, if you don't mind your fridge stinking, you leave it on the hob for 5 minutes. But because this is film, we're going to skip 5 minutes ahead and you'll see what to do next. Okay guys, so it's been about 5 minutes, but what we got is we split out the leeks a little bit, not all of them. You know, keep mixing this. It looks like there's bits of shit in the pan. There's not. It's just from the stock pot. Now I've mixed up some gravy, and we're going to put the gravy into here. I might have made a bit too much gravy, but I'm not sure. That's all the gravy that I made, and I think I should do just fine. So if I'm honest, it looks like I might have added a bit much gravy, but it's all gravy. That doesn't matter too much. It's not gonna hurt you. You can't overdose on gravy. I've not heard that before. So we're good. So now we've got the dumpling mix out of its packaging, and a bit of a word of warning, because it's much like with the case with pancake mix, dumpling mix also kind of looks like cocaine. So I'm not going to make the same joke I made last time, but yeah, just be warned with regards to that. Now dumpling mix apparently makes 8 dumplings, and I'm one person, so I probably need 4 at most. So we're going to put half the mix in. So we're putting in the pancake mix, not pancake mix, we're putting in the dumpling mix. You do not want to use pancake mix for dumplings. And I'm not good at measuring, so we're just going to have to guess how much is half. And I'm also not very good at cutting openings in bags, so it's coming out pretty slow. We've put in our dumpling mix, and then you need to add 75 milliliters of cold water. Right, this probably is not the correct amount, but 75 milliliters supposedly. That does not look like enough. But anyway, we've got to mix it till it's sticky. Here we go guys, it's now sticky. I had to add a bit more of the mixture because you actually, if you want to use 75 milliliters of water, should probably use the entire packet, which I haven't. I've used most of it though. Which is probably going to be too much for this. So basically it's going to be dumplings with a bit of mince, because I haven't got enough mince. Now is probably the most difficult bit because I've got to use 2 hands and somehow film what I'm doing. But before I do that, I'm going to add some herbs because why not? Herbs make everything better, I think. And it's looking pretty shit so far, so it's probably for the best. Stir that. You can't stir with one hand, it's literally impossible. Right guys, I've managed to manufacture a way of letting you guys see the dumplings being put in the pan, because I've set up my camera at the side. That feels disgusting. You've got to make little balls because they do expand. Oh shit. And this is a problem, and that problem is that they stick to your hands. Ah fuck. How on earth am I supposed to do this? I think we have a problem guys. Now you see, I can't make these balls, get off these balls off my hands. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to make the ball in the pan. Hope it doesn't turn out terribly. Unfortunately, it seems to be wanting to stick to my hands. Look at this. I mean, we're sort of getting it in the pan. It's not the most hygienic way of doing it. See guys, this is why I like to show you the first time I cook something, because it's usually pretty terrible. So it'll make you feel good about yourselves, because you'll know no matter how bad yours is, it's probably less shit than mine. Jesus Christ, that is infuriating. It's a good thing this mixture is only 50 pence from your local supermarket. And the reason that's a good thing is because it'd be a lot of money wasted to make something this shit. I should point out it's probably not the fault of the company and is 100% the fault of myself. As you can see, I'm useless. I also like to point out dumplings typically expand, so these will be bigger when they come out of the pan. If they work and they don't just morph into the meal. Jesus Christ, this is infuriating, guys. Okay, I think we've got enough made now. I mean, it is what it is. It's just all sticking. Look at that. Guys, I can't cook for shit. You really should not be following my advice. If you are, if you're actually cooking this meal, then really, I'm surprised you just didn't move on to the next tutorial after the first minute when I went on my food prep rant or something. Now you've got everything done, probably better than I've done it. All you need to do now is stick the lid on the pan on a medium heat and leave it for 30 minutes. Between 20 and 30 minutes. I'm gonna get some cleaning up done. It'll probably take me 20 to 30 minutes, and then I'll get back to you guys in a sec. So guys, it looks as though it's not actually turned out too bad. I mean, they look a bit flat, the dumplings, but they are technically dumplings, they're just flat ones. So I think what we can safely say is that is a bit of a better job than my pancake job. Because my pancake job was, well, a bit shit, if I'm blunt with you guys. Now, I probably didn't do enough mince, but there is probably about enough portions for two. But one person's gonna have to have more dumplings than the other. And so there you have it, guys. That is a piece of shit, but it is technically mince and dumplings. It's just Quorn mince with shitty dumplings and lots of leek. This is probably the worst video I've ever made, save for maybe that one I put up on Sunday.
You know I be stacking bricks, you know I be whipping pies, you know I ain't about that shit, so you know that shit's a lie.
So tune in this Sunday where I will probably put something even worse on the channel. But I hope this has been informative. It probably hasn't. In fact, it definitely hasn't, because let's face it, you're not going to be cooking to this video. This tutorial, while my instructions were clear, my execution was not. Hopefully I can chop this up and make me look good, but frankly, there's nothing in the footage that's going to make me look good at this point. I even, when I was off camera, guys, by the way, I spilled, well, I didn't spill, but I basically washed my hands and didn't realise I still had under all over my fingers the dumpling gunk. And so I accidentally rubbed it all over my top. I had to go wash that, and it's gonna go straight in the laundry after this video. So yeah, that kind of sucked. But I did it for you guys, so make sure to hit up the like. Actually, that's kind of pushing it, asking for a like. Write a comment in the comment section if you're willing to put that amount of effort into this video. But I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope I'll see you on Sunday. Please don't unsubscribe. It was a pretty bad tutorial, I will admit. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. What it do, YouTube?